Vaporesso is back with a new starter kit, that's right, and that kit is called the Attitude.
It's a good kit, guys. It's a good starter kit. It's very versatile, okay? The tank, you could run in 2mm mode or 4mm mode. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in the close-ups, but it's got an adapter, which is freaking cool. Also, with the mod, you can run it in TC, supports nickel, titanium, stainless steel. You can run in bypass mode. You can run in TCR mode, obviously in variable wattage mode. It's got these curve settings, not only for temperature mode, but in regular wattage mode as well. Again, you'll see this all in the close-ups. It's just a good mod, a good tank, a good kit. And it's affordable, 50 bucks. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to quit smacking my lips and show you this thing up close and personal. And while we're down there, I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons of this kit. We'll come back. I'll let you know if I lost this thing today, when I go out tomorrow and buy one, and then we'll wrap this sucker up. First things first, here is the packaging this Vaporesso Attitude Kit comes in. And in that packaging, you receive your 80-watt TC mod. You receive an S-Stock Sub Ohm Tank. Comes with a 4ml glass tube. A 4ml extension for that glass tube. Comes with some extra O-rings and a gray grip sleeve. It also comes with this extra cool head for your S-Stock tank. And of course, it comes with this USB cable for charging and upgradable firmware. You also receive a kit guide and a tank guide. You receive a warranty pamphlet, a C-Cell coil head spec card, and last but not least, a warning card. First things first, we're going to take a look at this Vaporesso S-Stock Sub Ohm Tank that comes with this kit. Okay, she's primarily made of stainless steel, comes in black or stainless steel as the color options. She's 22mm in width and she's 44mm in height. She's got dual bottom adjustable airflow. You grab a hold of this ring, you turn it. It stops in one direction, stops in the other, and whatever you adjust on this side is going to be the exact same as on the other side. Also, this thing has the perfect amount of restrictiveness. At the base, she's got a gold-plated non-adjustable 510 pin. Threads are nice and smooth. At the base, it also says S-Stock Tank, and it says designed and manufactured by Vaporesso. She comes with a 510 Delrin drip tip, okay, dual O-ring at the base. She's got a snug fit, by the way. As you guys can see at the top, you get this red grip band, okay? It says Vaporesso, just like the gray one. So you get a red one and a gray one, and this is basically to help grip it, because this is a top-fill device. So yeah, you get your dropper in between the coil head and the inside of the tank, and you just fill her up. Quick look at the inside of that top cap. Now, it's got this sleeve, this red sleeve, that comes off like so, and there she is. And as you guys saw before, it comes with this gray rubber grip sleeve, and you can pop that sucker on there just like the red one. Oh yeah, there she is. Which one you guys like better, the red or the gray? So yeah, like I said before, this thing holds 2mm, but it also holds 4mm. It's got a 4mm option. Let me show you how it works. You take the 2mm tank off, pop the 4mm extension on there, take the 4mm glass tube and just press fit. And boom, this becomes a 4mm tank. So from 2mm to 4mm, that's a cool ass feature. All right, so I want to show you this other cool feature. You unscrew the base to get to the coil head. And what's so cool about these coil heads and this design is the coil heads do not have threads. Awesome. So I've been using this thing for 2 days, okay? This coil head. Let's say I want to be done with it. I don't want to have to touch the juice. I don't want to have to touch the coil head. Most coil heads out there have threads. You screw it into the base. Nah, not this one. Let's just imagine my hand being the trash can. Whoop, I popped in the trash can. I go to grab a new coil. Let's just say this is a new coil. Pop it in there. Pop the base on there. Screw it in. Obviously, you have to prime your coil up beforehand, but let's just say we already primed it up, but we're good. We're good. That's it. The point is that these coil heads do not have threads. They're press fitted. I love that design. All right, so here's a close-up look at the C-Cell coil head that comes pre-installed into this tank. 25 to 35 watts recommended, 0.5 ohms, SS316. You got the organic cotton. Look at those big old wick holes for a small coil like this. And there is your ceramic, your porous ceramic. The coil is embedded. That 316 stainless steel coil is embedded into that ceramic. And check it out. No threads. It press fits like you guys just saw. Now here's the other coil head that comes with this. You receive an extra 0.4 ohm coil head, 40 to 50 watts recommended. Uses organic cotton also, but this uses organic cotton all the way through. It's not using the porous ceramic. And look at it, it's a Clapton coil. So no porous ceramic, all organic cotton with a Clapton coil. Again, no threads, press fitted. So I popped out the C-Cell coil head, and now I'm going to pop in the traditional Clapton coil head. All you got to do, like I showed you before, is just press fit, prime it up with some juice, screw on the tank section. And today I'm going to be using the 2mm tube option. Top cap. Make sure she's tight, nice and tight. Drip tip. Now on to the Attitude 80 watt TC mod. Now I've seen 4 different color options for this bad boy. Black, as you guys see, purple, white, and silver. And as far as measurements go, she's 87mm from this section down, 67mm from this section down, 45mm by 24mm. At the top, you got your 510 connection, spring-loaded 510 pin. On the front of the mod, you got your fire button, your menu screen, your wattage down, wattage up button, and then this button over here on the side right here. You see that? Okay, that's your menu settings button where you can go in, change it to temperature, regular wattage. You can change the curvatures and temperature, or in regular wattage mode, you can go into TCR, menu settings, all that good stuff. And on this side of the mod, you got your USB port for charging and upgradable firmware. On this side of the mod, it says Attitude. You got vent holes. And then on the other side of the mod, same thing. It says Attitude. You got more vent holes. On the bottom, you got more vent holes. And then back here where the battery panel is, it says Vaporesso. And yes, this is the magnetic battery door, and this sucker holds a single 18650. You grab a hold of it, comes out like so. There's the battery tray, as you guys can see, negative, positive, and there's your connection. But look at this. This magnet's missing. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Well, it's stuck to this magnet right here on the battery door, and that's got to be a con. Definitely got to be a con. I mean, it's easy for me to glue it in, but it's got to be mentioned to all you followers out there. But yeah, there's the inside of the battery door. Good news is it's not going anywhere. The magnets are super strong. 5 clicks of the fire button turns this bad boy on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to see Vaporesso, and then you're going to see the menu screen. Right now, nothing's on this device, as you guys can see, but you got the battery gauge, the resistance, the voltage, and the wattage. And when I hit that fire button when nothing's on there, what's it going to say? Check atomizer. Like I mentioned before, this is an 80 watt mod, so it vapes between 5 watts and 80 watts. You can adjust her in 0.1 increments, or you can hold her down. And she scrolls fast. She does not round robin. All right, so watch this. It's reading 5 watts, right? I'm going to go ahead and screw this S-Stock tank on there. It's going to ask me new load, old load, new load, and it's going to automatically adjust to the resistance that this coil is. That's that Omni chip in here. That's what it houses, the Omni chip. And just to let you guys know, I've already been vaping on this type of coil. I've got another one, okay? Been vaping on it for about a week, 0.4, 0.5 ohm, and at 40 watts, it's been vaping good. So if you hold this side button, what happens? It takes you into temperature mode, nickel, hold it again, takes you to stainless steel, hold it again, takes you to titanium, hold it again, takes you to M1, again, M2, again, bypass, and then back to wattage. And the M1, M2 setting is for your TCR mode. And with the ceramic coil head popped in here, I've been running it in stainless steel mode because it's using 316 stainless steel temperature mode, and you can adjust it all across the board: nickel, titanium, stainless steel, 200 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, and you can also round robin into Celsius. Back to Fahrenheit. Now check this out. Here's another really cool mode that I've been using quite a bit, whether I'm running in wattage mode or temperature mode. You tap this button right here, the side button 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and it takes you to your curvature. You can adjust your curves. Okay, tap it, CCW. Tap it again. So I've got it adjusted to 45 watts. It starts at 45 watts. I tap it again, takes it down to 38 watts. Tap it again, 35 watts. Tap it again, 28, and it goes down. That's the way that I've set it, but you can adjust it to your liking. So for the first half second, it's going to vape at 45 watts. Now I can adjust that up. I can adjust it all the way up to 80 watts if I want. Tap the side button. So for the first half second, it can vape up to 80 watts right off the bat, and then it jumps right down to 38. But you can adjust that. You see what I'm saying? That's that curves. Love it. And you can adjust it how many seconds? 5 seconds, guys. Now you can also do it in temperature mode. So let's say we have it at 450 degrees. We're in stainless steel. We got a stainless steel coil head in there. Do the same thing. Tap the side button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And you can go in the same way and adjust those curves. When you have that sucker set, hold the side button down. And you could vape it, vape away in curve mode. So let's go ahead and say you have all your settings complete, you're ready to vape, and you're vaping, and you don't like the position of the screen, you want to flip the screen, well, you can do that. All you gotta do is hold down the wattage up, wattage down buttons down at the same time, and it flips it. Oop. Hold it again to change it back. Also, you can turn this device off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you go to hit the fire button, it's going to say off. It's not going to fire. So the only con I found for this tank is the tube. When I first got this tube, it comes pre-installed with a 2 mil glass tube. I could not get it off to save my life. I had to fill it up and vape it with a 2 mil option, which I don't mind. Okay, this is going to be subjective, but the fact is I couldn't get it off. But after I filled it up, I was able to get it off. It loosened up the O-ring. It juiced up the O-ring is what I mean. But for some of you guys out there or gals that want to vape with the 4 mil option, the 4 mil tube from the get-go, you may not be able to. You may have to vape it in 2 mil option. First, at least. Another subjective con I gotta mention this. Even though this sucker is a starter kit, it comes with a tank, it comes with a mod. Okay, if you wanted to use your 24 and 25 millimeter devices, you wouldn't be able to use it with this. It's just not compatible. It's not going to fit. This thing could take up to 23 millimeter. Now, the next 3 cons goes to the mod. First of all, you cannot adjust the wattage and temperature mode. This is not going to be nitpicky for me, but this may be a nitpicky con for some of you guys. You cannot lock the wattage or the temperature for this device. And then the last one, at least for mine, the battery door, when you pull it off, it takes the magnet with it. I mean, it's not going anywhere. The door's not going anywhere. It's snug as a bug, but it's something that's got to be mentioned. Other than that, this thing is a little kick-ass starter kit, man. Nice 80-watt TC mod at single 18650, as you guys saw. Comes with a nice tank. You got a 4 mil option. You got 2 mil option. Comes with 2 coil heads. The ceramic I like better, but the Clapton vape's nice. Love this fire button. Clicky fire button. Comfortable fire button. Love it. Gotta love it. It protrudes a little bit. It's just a comfortable fire button. Actually, one of the most comfortable ones that I've dealt with in a while. Wattage up, wattage down button's nice and clicky. Mini screen, easy to read. In my opinion, this thing is easy to navigate. Oh yeah, and another thing with the navigation, I love this side settings button. It really is cool that you don't have to hit the fire button 3 times or 5 times to get into the menu settings like a lot of these other mods. I like how they separate it with this device. Hey, and guess what? On the side with the USB port, it's not only for charging, but they also have upgradable firmware for this kit. As you guys can see, it's got ventilation everywhere on the sides, at the bottom. Another thing, this thing is ergonomic. Feels good in the old hand. Love how it's rounded, and I like how it dips down like that. I like the look of this mod. Every 22mm device I've screwed on here that I own fits down flush, makes a connection. Oh yes. The bottom dual adjustable airflow gives me a nice restrictive lung hit. For you airflow hogs, probably not going to like it, but for you lung hitters out there that like the restrictive hits, you're going to like this. To me, it's a comfortable lung hit wide open, and it's smooth all across the board. Oh yeah, and here it is wide open. And when you close it off about halfway, hear this. No whistle, it's smooth. $50 for this, it's a steal, it's a deal. Now, regardless of the cons that I mentioned, Vaporesso, you can fix those cons with ease. The one that bothers me the most is the magnet. That's about it. The other one's nitpicky. I could care less about adjusting my wattage and temperature mode because the curves, you guys saw the curves, that kind of takes its place. And the way that I've been vaping with these curves, it's been kicking ass, man. Kicking ass and taking names. And with the tank, you gotta love the 2 mil or 4 mil option. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's versatile. Like I said, a versatile kit. Hell yeah, I'd buy it and I recommend it. This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead. Vaping is the future, and the future is now.